Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Light Up Channel and this second episode for the series of Universal Laws. So, as we say in the first episode, with that manifestation on perfect harmony and perfect balance. So, everything that exists, every single life being that exists in this planet is an expression, the maximum perfection of expression of this higher source or energy, original energy. And we say that we can also access this original blueprint of our spirit, and because we all are that manifestation of the same thing, somehow we are all interrelated and we are all one. Right? As we hear around, it's because we really are. We all come from the same thing, the same source. And that's why somehow I believe that all these universal laws that we can explain, we really can put them in practice and really can apply them to our life. Every single universal law, we can imply it into our life, which at the end is for the best of us, our loved ones around us, and why not the whole planet and the whole species. As everything laws, universal laws, each one, I hear there is like mutable and unmutable laws, which means some of them are like that and there is no way that's gonna change at all. And another ones are mutable, which I mean it's a little bit of, it depends of the circumstance or depends of the factors, the outcome will change, while in other cases it can. So nothing is like totally tangible and not mutable at all. And one of them is the very first law I picked, which is the law of harmony and perpetual transmutation of energy. Okay, so before starting to explain a little bit what it is the law of harmony, I definitely would like to explain what is harmony, but first I want to explain a little bit what it is this perpetual transmutation of energy. I, of course, found a definition, which is energy is forever moving in and out of form. It is the cause and effect of itself and cannot be created or destroyed. So this principle, it is something, I guess, as for now, we believe that is unmutable. So it is permanent and it's not going to change. That's what it happened and it is what it is. I just want to bring a little note, but the fact that the energy cannot be created or transformed is like created or destroyed, sorry. It means that we can transform it. It means that sometimes when we want to heal some physical illness or emotional illness, we tend to try to vanish that and let go and get rid of it. And definitely we want to break and get rid and destroy those patterns. But how can we destroy it if the energy doesn't get created or destroyed? Energy cannot be destroyed. So we destroy it by transformation. We vanish it by managing and regulate it into what we want to do, right? So that's how I believe it's possible. Any type of healing, any type of transformation. This principle is also very useful or helpful when we are working with our emotions, because emotions are energy in motion. All right. Sounds a little cheesy, but it is very descriptive, right? It's like it's pure emotions are pure energy and pure frequencies. So definitely this energy principle is gonna work on your emotions, right? So that's why I'm like a big fan of the power of transformation, and I didn't say for a long time, but this visual of having a tool belt where you put all these tools that are gonna help you through your life, transformation, intention, it is a big tool to put on our belt, all right? I also believe that it is good to be able to mutate and transformate and adapt as much as you want, but always having a solid foundation, all right? It is healthy and it is safe to be mutating and transforming, depends on the circumstance, but be always in have an integrity of who you really are and all these core values that are gonna build the foundation of building your own person. All right. I also love integrity. It's one of my favorites. This is a little bit all I wanted to say about perpetual transmutation of energy. Now I can start. All of this is related somehow into the harmony and the balance and how the energies are somehow established in the universe, or at least that's what we think or believe, all right? And now we can start talking about harmony. Harmony. All right, so I did found again some definitions of harmony, mostly are directed to music, and it is a great example of how harmony it is created, because we know sounds have a wave, and this wave is somehow that frequency that we measure in music, but somehow we don't measure when it's an emotion, but everything has that vibration and that wave of energy, right? And frequency. So in order to find harmony, there has to be two. All right. Like, I mean, I guess you can be in harmony with yourself as well as an individual, but it is always the fact of two waves are meeting, two factors are meeting, two people are meeting, and they raise each other frequency and they match, they're compatible. All right. I don't know if you guys know about plant companionships, which I'm loving it lately, and it's exactly the same. Carrots and tomatoes are working perfectly together, right? That's what harmony is. Why? Because tomatoes bring something to the soil that carrots is what is taking the most. For whatever reason, these two factors, these two waves, when they meet, they create a pleasant frequency, all right? And that's what's harmony, and that's how we harmonize in music, all right? But that's also how we harmonize with ourselves, with our surroundings, and with this whole life and planet, all right? So harmony, it is pretty much like the balance and the pleasant beneficiary meeting in between two frequencies, which can be human beings or it can be wind and ocean, right? One more thing I wanted to say is, like, if you ever find something or someone that brings that harmony into your life and into your spirit, try to stay close, all right? Try to stay close, because that's where we're meant to live, all right? That's when we engage to that energy cycle of creating and raising vibration rather than lowering them down. On another hand, being intuitive, which means being a little closer to that spiritual or quantic language, if we're more in touch with that, we can use harmony. We can use how we recognize harmony in our body into life, all right, as a sign, as a message, all right? Easy example. If you are meant to play basketball and you are playing tennis, maybe first time you're playing tennis, you don't vibrate that frequency, it doesn't create harmony. So yeah, you're gonna stay playing tennis for the rest of your life, but really where you will find that harmony is with the basketball, okay? Like, that's where you vibrate with, that's what it make you, that's who you are, that's the energy you're made of, all right? So if you find something that brings harmony into your life and into your spirit, stay close. One place that I find harmony, of course, is like nature. I think it vibrates with every single human being because it's like our home. It's like our wild home. That's where we should be living, right? So definitely we should vibrate with nature. And if you don't, it's totally fine. Nothing wrong with that. Um, but I mean, personally, I believe that nature is pure harmony, and that's why I also wanted to bring nature, because nature as an expression of that higher source, as a manifestation of that original energy, is gorgeous. It's beautiful. It contains that energy, that pure proportions of harmony. All right. And talking about proportions, we need to talk about the golden ratio proportion. Golden ratio proportion, like one of my favorites, and it may sound like, hopefully, or not hopefully, but like most of you probably already hear about this proportion. For the ones they don't, you definitely see it, and you as well contain it, because it's the, how do I say it? It's the beauty, natural proportion of everything that is created naturally somehow, all right? Or created by some humans that follow that proportion, all right? Yes, there is even studies that bring all of this proportion into a face mask, and pretty people supposed to be fitting on that mask. Although it was pretty interesting, because the energy of these people would really play a big role. So not because you're super pretty and you fit the golden ratio proportions means that you're gonna be attractive to people, because if you are a pretty low person, people are gonna notice it, and maybe they don't want to be close to someone that like that, right? Or the other way around. You may don't fit on that proportion, but I love like a confident person. It gives you a lot more than someone that is based on the ego. All right. To get into the final part of the video, I'd like to talk about the law of harmony. All right, how this harmony works as a universal law. Okay, so for the law of harmony, there is this very visual and very easy example of when we throw a rock on the water, it creates some waves. You are somehow disturbing that harmony, and as the law of harmony that it is related to the perpetual transmutation of energy, that water, it goes back to harmony. And this law is as well very related to the potential of balance. Like everything goes back to balance normally, to that harmony. All right. This law of harmony is as well very related with karma and dharma. All right. So we are very familiar to the concept of karma, which is it comes with the belief of reincarnation, and but the fact is, like, it's karma. Another video we'll be talking about that maybe, but one day. But if you do something wrong, that's the seed you're planting, and life, universe is a little bit of a mirror. So if you do bad will come to you. It's also related with the law of attraction. If that's where you're putting, if that's where you're feeding, if that was the universe gonna bring you. And also because doing bad things, hurting others on purpose and things like that are just bad. So life itself will mirror that. In another hand, we have dharma, with is somehow the opposite, which again, I don't know why we are so familiar to the negative side of things and not that much to the positive, right? Because dharma, it is, I think literally it is something like the right way of living, all right? So you're living in connection with your original essence, with who you really are. That means that you're working towards your soul purpose. That means that your life may have challenges, of course, for sure, but you are not against against that river and that flow, right? Like, so when you're doing good actions, that's the way you're supposed to live. We are all supposed to live, and you're walking towards your soul purpose. Then is dharma is created. Then balance is established, because when we are not following steps towards our soul purpose, or towards our goals, or towards where we should be, or then balance is disturbed, harmony is disturbed. All right. Every single action that you're taking that is taking you farther from where you're supposed to be, it is not harmony. It's the harmonizing thing, is balancing thing. So that's why things go so crazy, because then balance needs to work out and find his place. So it's gonna take a move, and energies are moving and they're not grounded. All right. So even though we think that we only have two options, and I just got this energy, this concept or this visual of so clear, where it's like we usually tend to think that we have choice A or B, all right, because that's what we see. We may have C or something, but usually it's like A or B, what do I do, or how do I act, or this and that. And we feel like we have to choose one or the other, but like really, there's always a choice C that is around the corner and we don't see yet, but it may be the best for us. And I'm not saying that that's the one, but no. A or B, A can be the best option, but not because you're not taking A or B means that you are left with nothing. Okay? No, you may be getting the best of all yet to come. All right? So yes, I think my favorite thing of all of this law of harmony, other than everything, is really my favorite, but the fact of that link I find between this law of harmony and healing, all right? Like, no matter how bad things are, naturally it will work towards healing, okay? Regardless if it's physical, emotional, or spiritual. I'm not saying it's easy. I'm not saying if you like have a cat and keep putting dirt in there, you may eventually get it infected and have to cut your arm. All right, but naturally, if you somehow keep your cat clean, that is gonna heal back. It's gonna go back to the normal, original, basic, essential energy. So yes, that's my favorite thing. So it works great when you are low, that you need some support, and let's do some these powerful affirmations, and but it also works great when things are good too, right? So that's my favorite thing for this law of harmony. And well, I did a couple videos and some homework, okay, and I just do it, see how it flow or vibrate. But yeah, for these days, if you're watching this video and you feel that you want to try to be mindfulness through your days, and try to listen to your body, emotional body, and try to find that harmony feeling, all right, and try to figure it out, or listen what it is that take you out of that balance, harmony, and what it keep you in there, and try to remember that feeling, all right, to have it as a muscle memory type of thing, and then you can go back to this harmonious feeling anytime you need, all right? And that's a good way to be breaking patterns. It is good to have like a library of good emotions that we seal, like harmony or success or abundance, or it can be memories on your life. So it is a good way to break those patterns and go back to your library and throw it back to the old patterns that you want to break. But if you are interested on this topic, eventually one day I may bring it, but I will probably bring it onto the emotional intelligence series. All right. Now we are gonna say bye for now, and I hope you enjoy this law of harmony. I hope you are liking this universal laws, and please feel free to leave any comments down below. You can like if you like the video, and you can subscribe to the channel. That way you don't miss any of the videos that I've been posting. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you find all the harmony in your day and keep it and raise it.